The reinsurance company Munich Re says natural catastrophes caused more than $210 billion in damages worldwide in 2020, the fifth most since 1980. Topping the list were floods in China and cyclones in Asia. Next came Hurricane Laura, striking the U.S. state of Louisiana and causing $13 billion of damage.
And we see this upward trend both with respect to overall economic losses and insured losses. If we go back to 1980 and until today, almost in each and every year, the vast majority of these losses were from weather-related events. So from flooding, windstorm, convective storms, but also wildfires.
Wildfires on the U.S. West Coast in 2020 played a big role in total catastrophe damages in the U.S., nearly doubling from the previous year to $95 billion.
We do see in California, for instance, with the wildfires, with convective storms, that's severe thunderstorms with tornado and hail, in regions in the United States, but also in Europe, we see an upward trend of losses over the last decades. So we really have to put this into a longer time frame. And this upward trend of losses cannot only be explained by socio-economic factors. Climate obviously plays a role.
I can tell you that over the past couple of decades, the number and severity of natural disasters has increased significantly, especially in the United States, but all across the globe. And it's problematic in a number of ways.
Griffin cites climate change and more people developing in wilderness areas as two key reasons for rising damage. Even though the U.S. does have a higher percentage of insured damages compared to most of the world, the pattern, he says, is still troubling.
The money to fund those losses comes from policies sold. So that means necessarily the premiums change. And so we can't keep collecting more and more funds to pay for more and more losses and just repeat that process. It's not good for the consumer, it's not good for the insurance industry, and it's certainly not good for the economy.
Griffin says the insurance industry, property owners, and communities need to come together to focus on prevention. Munich Re's climate scientist Rao stresses the importance of better land use planning. He also says measures to capture more greenhouse gases need to be implemented in order to have any chance of reversing the damaging trend. Mark New, CGTN, San Francisco.